Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. And if you think you've seen this puzzle before, that's because it's called Deja Vu. I don't think I have, but we'll find out, I guess, as we solve. This came in from Wisteria Fall, who said they found a document on our community tab showing how we like submissions, but it was from 2 years ago. So if it's changed, they apologize. It hasn't. You've submitted a puzzle exactly as we like it. Do track down that document if you're interested in sending puzzles to us. It's there on the community tab of the YouTube channel, and it does feature what we like to see in terms of submissions. And this one has got through, so we're going to give it a go. Congratulate Wisteria Fall on their debut, and looking forward to having a go at it. It's an irregular Sudoku, and we do get a lot of likes for those, so I hope you would enjoy trying it. Now, lots of things quite popular on the channel at the moment as well. I did a crossword by Anax a few days ago. That's on the channel, cryptic crossword. Just an excellent example of the type, and with some hidden stuff in it as well. Worth a look if you're interested in the cryptics. And Simon's Patreon post video about a puzzle called Could Frame by Sam Kavanagh Johnson is worth a look. It's a classic Sudoku with a brilliant trick in it. And Simon's discussion of it is quite interesting. My solve of it is a bit less interesting in some ways, to be fair. What else have we got going on? We've got the Patreon contest still underway for 5 more days, the PBN Institute puzzle packs. Also proving very popular. And I've forgotten something else that's on the channel, haven't I? I know what it is. It is the Adventure by John Schneider, the puzzle from the Galactic Puzzle Hunt, and Woofer ZFG's extraordinarily brilliant explanation of an extraordinarily brilliant puzzle. It is well worth seeing, so do check that out. Now, this puzzle, as I say, it's an irregular Sudoku. So actually, there's lots of links under the video there to our apps, to merchandise, to the Discord server, to the catalogue of our puzzles, all sorts of things that you can check out to do with the channel. But the first link is to Deja Vu, which I think is so called because Wisteria Fall created 2 puzzles with the same pattern of regions. Anyway, 1 to 9 must be placed in each row, column, and marked region. So we can't say normal Sudoku rules apply because I was going to say we have no 3x3 boxes, but look, we do have 1. But anyway, 1 to 9 in each marked region, so that's a set of 1 to 9. Purple lines, these are Renban lines, contain a set of non-repeating consecutive numbers in any order. So we could have 7, 8, 9 on here, or 2, 3, 4. Along the thermometer, there's only one of them. Digits must increase from the bulb, so we could have 1, 7, 9, for instance. And the digits along an arrow must sum to the circled digits. So this could be 3 and 4 with a 7 in the arrow. So that's how it works. I'm a little bit astonished that, these Renban lines, thermometer and arrows are all incredibly short. They're almost, not quite, but almost minimum length. And yet apparently this puzzle fully disambiguates. There's not a given number in it. I'm astonished. This is really interesting to me as an idea, because I wouldn't have imagined that you could create this with these few lines and yet a unique solution. But I'm going to give it a try. Looking forward to it. Do give it a try yourself, and let's get cracking. Well, okay, as I was hinting, these are of almost no use, these arrows and the thermo and the Renbans. If you had 3 Renbans in a single region, it would tell you something, but nothing like that here. Okay, so it's got to be, yeah, all right, the region shapes. Now I see something. Right, so what the break-in, I assert, is all about is the law of leftovers. So one way of getting 3 sets of the digits 1 to 9 is by taking the first 3 columns. That's in the rules, 1 to 9 in each column. So that's 3 sets of 1 to 9. But another way, let's just colour those orange. Another way is by taking these three regions, that one, and this one. And the rules again say 1 to 9 must be placed in each region. So that's 3 sets of the digits 1 to 9. So we've got Simon's famous Scrabble bag in either blue or orange with 3 sets of the 1 to 9. And if we remove exactly the same tiles, and all of these cells are coloured blue and orange, let's remove them all from orange and from blue. And then the 3 tiles that we have left in our 2 Scrabble bags are exactly the same. And in one case, they're a Renban of 3 consecutive digits. And in the others, it's 2 on an arrow and it's circle. And I think that's got to be 1, 2, 3. How could you add up? Yeah, any 2 consecutive digits that add up to a number. It's obviously odd. Yes, sorry. So the simple way of doing that is for the circle digit to be consecutive or nearly consecutive with a number on an arrow, the other number on the arrow must be 1 or 2. And it doesn't work with 2, 3, 4. So it must be 1, 2, 3. I mean, I could sort of feel that instinctively, but it is definitely right. And so we get a number in the grid now. Now, what about this? This is a very rotationally symmetrical shape. So down here, those 3 are the same as those 3. If we again consider the bottom 3 rows and the 3 shapes that mostly occupy them. Now that's less helpful. I'm going to colour those all yellow. Actually, let's remove these colours because having established that they are 1, 2 and 3, I don't think the colours are serving any further purpose, and I imagine we're going to have more colours. Ah, look, okay, taking the final 3 columns, same deal again, obviously. These 3 have to be the same as these 3 to make up the 2 sets of 1 to 9. So those I will colour purple. Now all we know down here is 2 of them are, I mean this could be 4, 5, 9, or it could be, I don't know, 1, 3, 4. And that isn't very helpful up here. I mean, there's all sorts of other possibilities. Okay, the final set, taking the top 3 rows, maybe that's what I should have done first. Those 3 are the same as those 3. And again, we have exactly what we had in the first instance. It's got to be 1, 2, 3 to have the two arrow digits adding up to the circle digits. So 1, 2, 3 again. Don't need the colours this time. I'm going to leave the yellow and purple in. Actually, I'm not going to leave it as purple because purple for some reason makes the arrow hard to see. Let's make it blue, yellow and blue. Right, now we've got 2 3s in the grid. What the heck is that doing for us, if anything? Maybe I haven't seen all the leftovers situations. Oh no, look, we've got a 1-2 pair. Okay, we've got Sudoku to do now. Well, that's easier. I like that. Simon doesn't like having to do Sudoku in a Sudoku puzzle, but I do. So we get a 3 there. There must be a 3 here. Right, where's the 3 in row 3? It's not in this shape because there is a 3 already in it somewhere there. It's obviously not here. It's not in this shape because there's a 3 already in that. So one of these 3 cells is a 3. Now, is there some way of keeping it off the Renbans? No, I don't think so. They could easily be 3, 4, 5. And I think there's even, we've got a 1-2 pair, but so that can't be a 1 or a 2. But I think there is scope for some of the other cells to be a 1 or a 2. So okay, 3 in the first column. That can't be there because of the 3 here. Can't be there because there's already a 3 in the region. It can't be here. Can it? It can't. Look, it cannot be on this thermo. You couldn't even have a 3 here. I'll just show you why. Because that cell would have to be lower than a 3 to obey the thermo rule. And we've got a 1-2 pair looking at it. That applies even more here. So in fact, one of these 2 is the 3. Now, if that's the 3, this Renban needs a 4-5 pair there. And that would work, but okay, I'm not sure. What about this region? Right, here's a nice touch. this cell can't be 3, not because of the arrow, not because of the row or the column, but because it's blue. And blue up here, which is the same set of 3 digits, can't have a 3 in because there's one there and one there. So this shape needs a 3 in it. Now can't be in any of those cells. I'd be very surprised if it can be. It's in one of these 3. I'd be very surprised if it's in the circle, because that would give a 2, 1 out. I suppose it might be. Oh, and this shape needs a 3. No. The important thing is, oh, we need a second 3 in the bottom, a third 3 in the bottom 3 rows. We've had 1 down here, and we've now placed another 1. So that's taken care of the 3s for these 2 shapes. Oh, and the 3 for this. Oh, look. Okay, the really simple way of seeing this is I've just said over here, one of these 2 is a 3, and that's one of the 3 yellow cells. So one of these 3 yellow cells, which mirror those, must be, well, not precisely, but they are the same digits, must be a 3. So it's there. Sorry, that's pretty obvious if I'd looked at it that way. The way I actually worked it out was by working out that we needed a third 3 in these rows, and it had to be in those cells, and I'm very slow at understanding why that was, but we got there. So 3 there. This shape's got its 3. Yeah, that's done. So the last, we've got 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 somewhere here, which I'm not going to pencil mark because I'm not that rabid about pencil marking. Okay. So we've kind of done what we can with 3s. Oh, what about 1s and 2s? Yes. Yes. This shape. Right, 1s and 2s. Consider them together, because that's quite interesting in this shape. These can't be 1 or 2, because there's a pair up here. These can't be 1 or 2, because there's a pair here. There's only 2 cells left. So that's a 1-2 pair. I tell you what I'm going to do. It's a bit of a colouring frenzy, but I'm just going to take out yellow and blue for now, and I will put them back later. And I'll try and explain, well, I just don't want them in the grid because they're cluttering it up. What I want to do now is highlight the 1-2 cells in, let's go red. I was going to go red and green, but let's do orange. I don't want to use yellow and blue because I'm going to come back to those. Let's use purple and green. So purple for 1-2 cells, definite 1-2 cells. And there's a few around. Now green for cells that cannot be 1 and 2. So that's all of these in columns 1, 2, 3. They can't be. Anything with a 3 in it, obviously, isn't a 1 or a 2. We've done the 1 and 2 in row 2 and row 5 and row 8. So none of these cells can be 1 or 2. Now this might, this region has got its 1 and 2 as well. So we might be able to carry on like this. One of these 2 definitely is 1 or 2. So there's 1 purple and 1 green there. I would just wonder, I'm not certain this is going to carry on, but it seems quite interesting. Yes, look at, oh, this region's got its 2 purples, right, so they're all green. So one of these 2 is purple. Only one of these 5 can be purple because we've got 1 purple in this row already. But this shape needs 2 purple, so that's purple. Now that gives us a 1 and 2 in row 7 and in column 8, so all the other cells there are green. And I don't know where the purple, well, it's not in the circle actually, I do know that, because these 2 can't add up to 1 or 2. So I've got 1 more cell in row 9. I need one of those 2 to be a 1 or 2. I still need 2 in this shape. Is this actually going to run out of steam now? That's really... No, look, this can't... hang on. This could be 1 or 2. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Oh, bother. Okay, I don't know if this is going to help at all, but I'm going to start colouring the 1s and 2s. No, I'm not. I know it can't help. Ah, this can't have any 1s, 2s or 3s on it. Nor can this. Is that interesting? Yes, it is. That's very interesting. Yeah, these two are in the same region. They can't be 1, 2 or 3. So the minimum they can be is a 4-5 pair, and that gives us the maximum in the circle. We get a 9 in the circle. That's going to put 9 in one of these cells for that region. It doesn't look like it does all that much. Sorry, I should concentrate on the 1s and 2s and see if I'm finished there. One of the... Oh, nearly. I was going to say one of these is a 1 or a 2 for row 3. But how could it be on the Renban? Actually, this can't be, because neither... Oh, yes, neither of these can be a 3. Actually, that applies here as well. Neither of these can be a 3, because we've got a 3 in the region belonging to that one, and this one sees a 3. Now, why does that mean these can't be 1 and 2? Because if they were, their Renban purple line would have to have a 3 on it. It would either be 1, 2, 3 or 2, 3, 4. So neither of these can be 1 or 2. That's really pretty. This also can't be a 3 because of that. Yes, that's fine. So they're green. That's purple in the row and is a 1 or a 2. Now, I don't think it's decided which of these is a 3. It's probably on a 3, 4, 5 Renban, although actually that could still be 1 or 2. But anyway, we've got 2 purples in this column, so we can make those 2 green. This is now a 3 that's being looked at by a 1 and a 2. This is definitely purple now, it can't be a 3. And one of these is a purple. Hang on, this must decide... Something's going on. Right, these 2 are green in column 5. Right, one of those is purple in column 4 because we need 1 more. So in box 5, I'm going to call it, one of those is purple. And therefore in column 6, that has to be purple to make up the count. Okay, the other way of seeing that is saying we need 6 purples in columns 4, 5, 6, and we can only put 2 in this region. So the others have to be in this sort of horns thing there. Anyway, that makes this green. It still doesn't decide these. This can still be 2 and 2 is 4, I think. It can't be 1 and 2 is 3 or 1 and 1 is 2. Okay, so I'm stuck again. But that feels like quite a bit of progress, actually. Now, what about these Renbans? One of these has got a 3 on. Oh, this one could have a 3 on, or not. A bit stuck again. Should I know where 3 is in this row? No, I don't think so. Okay, let's... Okay, I'm getting rid of the purple markings. I tell you what I'm going to actually do, and this is going to strike you as a bit weird, is go back to marking these ones that can contain 1 or 2 purple. This is going to enable me to get rid of all the green. I'm going to go back to the blue and yellow business. So these ones, oh no, I dealt with those. They were the same as that. It's these ones I had as yellow, I think. Sorry if I'm getting the colours the wrong way around. And these ones were blue. And those are equal sets of digits. Right, look. That's how it works. Maybe I shouldn't have taken out the colouring, but now I've got 3, 9 and 4 or 5 in yellow. Well, 9 can't go on a Renban with either 3 or 4 or 5. So 9's off the Renban. That gives me the 3 on the Renban. This is 4 or 5. And in fact, let's get rid of those cells being yellow. And these two yellow cells are the same version of 4 and 5. Now this, yes, it can't be 1 or 2. That's also 4 or 5. That's the other colour of 4 or 5. So let's make that red. And this is also red. It's in the same region as that. I'm wondering if we can get 4 and 5s going around the grid. I'm not certain about that. Interestingly, though, those can't be yellow. So one of these is yellow. Now, don't forget blue. Can I use blue at all? No, I don't think so. Oh, maybe this was not a great project. Don't know why I decided to start that with it. Well, one of these is red because there has to be a red in the central box. No, it's not quite. Oh, hang on, there has to be a yellow in column 1. So one of those two is yellow. No, I don't know. I'm going to leave them coloured like that. Oh, here's a thought. One of these has a 3 on it, doesn't it? And that's going to need either a yellow and red pair or just one of them. No, I don't know. Ooh. Oh, this is business. This is good. Right. This cell sees a 1-2 pair, a 3 and a 4-5 pair. But it's a bulb of a thermo that can't end in 9. We can fill in the whole thermo suddenly. Oh, that's getting interesting. Now, the last cell in this region is a 4 or 5, so that's red. Oh, this might help. This might do something. Red in this row is in one of... Well, no, red... No, I don't know that. Okay. Maybe it doesn't help, but... 6, 7, 8 there. What else is that giving me? 4, 5, 6, 7 in these cells. Ooh, okay, what's going on here? Can this still be 2, 2 equals 4? Irritatingly, yes it can. Should I be colouring the 1, 2s? I just don't think they give much at the moment. I'm not bothering to do that. These are from 4, 5 and 6 in the column. That's all that's left. These are from 7, 8, 9 in column 2. That one can't be a 9. This doesn't have to be 3. 3 could be in either of these places. That is so irritating. Keep thinking that we're going to get going on that. Right, these are from 4, 5, 8 and 9. One of them is red and the other two are 8 and 9. These are from 4, 5, 6 and 7. Oh, this region needs a red cell. Ooh. Wow, okay, it can't be there and it can't be there. It's not the 3. So red is either in this bulb, in this circle, and I think that can only happen, oh no, this could be a 4 or a 5 or a 2, or it's here in the bulb, and then that would have to be red. And that does work. Okay, I'm not quite sure. So, but I mean, that's really interesting that one of those is red, and I do care about that. Now that means that the one that is here, which I knew anyway, I suppose, if that's yellow, yes, I recently said this is 9, 8 and red. So yellow in this row I suppose that could still be here. Otherwise it's in one of these two. Oh, it's getting quite complicated now. Do I know that none of... Oh, if I knew that there was no 1 or 2 in blue, this would have to be another 4-5 pair, making this a 9, and that would be really helpful. Now that can't be 1 or 2, but this could be, and this one could be. Can they be the same? Oh, that's a really interesting question in some ways. Well, maybe I know more. Maybe I know more than I'm realizing. What about 1s and 2s? Oh, no, they're not purple. We worked out where 1s and 2s are. They're in the purple cells. Yes, so this is not 1 or 2, and that couldn't be 1 or 2. So there is no 1 or 2 in purple. On this arrow. So that is a 4-5 pair. It can't be 3. Yes, it must be. That is a 4-5 pair. So this one is the yellow one. This one is the red one. 4 and 5 makes 9. So this is a 4-5-9 triple. Now let's get rid of the blue colouring. We've used it, and we're much more interested in red and yellow. This is no longer red or yellow. Well, yes, it's neither because we've used yellow. Yellow in row 8 is in one of these two cells. Red is not there. That is 8 or 9. This can't be red or yellow. I've known that for ages and not realised. Can this still go 2, 2, 4? Suppose it can if 4 is yet. No, it can't. We've got 4 and 5 used here. So this is not 1 or 2 anymore. So that's not purple. So the 1 and 2 in this column are in these two cells. They have to be. So let's forget them being purple. This is no longer purple because we've got the 1 and 2 in the row. This is 1 or 2 because we need another one in the column. And we still don't know in box 5. We've got, I think it's a 1, 2 diagonal because we need 1 in row 4, 1 in row 6, 1 in column 4, 1 in column 6. Oh, okay, it's a really interesting puzzle. Look in this bottom row, we've got a 4-5 pair, a 1-2 pair, a 3 and a 9. Everything else is 6, 7 and 8. Oh, this cell also is 6, 7 or 8. Now, this can't be 1 or 2, 3 or 4 or 5. This is 6, 7 or 8. Well, it can't be 8 with this relationship, and this can't be 6. Could just go 6, 2, 8 at this point. Or 6, 1, 7 or 7, 1, 8. Something ruling one of those out probably is. Anyway, one of these is a 6, therefore, so that's not a 6. So 6 in this column, in this region, I should call it, not a column, is in one of these two cells along with yellow. Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, look, there's an 8 looking at that. Okay, 7 there. This is 6. That's 1. And I think this might do a lot of the 1, 2s. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is a 1. So there's going to be a 2 in one of those cells. That still allows this possible Renban. There's going to be a 1 in one of these cells. So that becomes a 2. 1, 2 again. And that hasn't fixed these 1s and 2s unless I'm missing something. Or that pair. Intriguing. Okay, let's keep going. Maybe I can do more with reds and yellows. We've got a red in one of those two cells. Yellow in the central box. Ah, it's in one of these purples. Still don't know about these two. Okay, there's yellow in one of these, one of them there cells. There's gold in one of them there cells. don't know where though. These are from 6, 7, 8, 9. How about that? This one can't be 6 or 9. This one I don't know. That one I don't know. That maybe the 6s I was getting. Are they doing anything? Oh look, these can't have a 7 in anymore because of that 7. So this is 7 in the bottom row. I think that was been totally obvious and I haven't been noticing it for some considerable time. This row has a 7, 8 pair and 6 and 2. That is 4 or 5 because it can't be 1 or 3. Now that we can colour yellow. Now this can't be yellow and is a 6. This is yellow in the first column, not a 6. These can't be yellow. Oh, but this 4, 5, 9 is the same as this 4, 5, 9. Of course, there is a yellow in 4, 5, 9, so it's there. And there is a red, and that's there. And there is a 9, and that's there. Oh, that's lovely. Right, so reds and yellows and 9s. Surely I've got more I can do. Yes, that's not a 9. 9 is definitely in one of these two cells. Ooh, look at this shape. 4, 5, 9. One of these is a 3. I've got 6, 7, and 8 to fit in somehow. 2 of them can go there, but one of them must go on one of the Renbands. And it doesn't go with the 3. Oh, I don't quite know. Hang on. Look at this region. 3, 1, 2, 6, 4, 5. These are from 7, 8, 9, and they definitely include a 9. Ah, and that is going to place 9 in this region because it can't be in any of those cells. So 9 is here. Actually, I could have just done that by looking up and down column 2 a bit more closely. That fixes that 9 is unsurprisingly not on that Renban. Now, how am I doing for 9s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 3 others to go. One is here. Ah, one is here. No. No, I'm not sure. One of those two. Now, hang on, let's highlight the 9s again. I've got 3 more to go. And these are all, well, those are the 9s for their regions. Are they? No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Those could also be 9s. So those are the 9s for columns 4 and 5, and the 9 for column 3 is in there. So actually, I don't know enough about 9s still. Right, yellows and reds, yellows and reds. Let's have a look at the reds. One of those two in row 5. One of these two in row 7. So that's an X-wing on reds. So now I've used up reds for columns 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 1 in 3 and 1 in 9. So reds are amongst these cells. What about yellows? This has used up the yellow for this region. So yellow in this row is either there or there. I want to know which one of these is a 3. Why won't anybody tell me? Apart from you guys who are shouting it at me, nobody will tell me. Oh, this is so intricate. This is such a clever puzzle. Now, have I forgotten any of the markings? I probably have, haven't I? Or no, I've used all the laws of leftovers. All the okay, this one. What's going on here? This is 4, 5, or 8. So this could be a 3. And then it would have to be a 3, 4, 5. No, it can't be a 3, 4, 5 Renban because one of these is red. This is an X-wing on reds with those two. So one of those two is red. So that can't be red and that can't be red. And this one couldn't have a 1 or a 2 on it. So this can't be 3. I'm absolutely convinced now. If it can't have a 1, 2, and it can't be 3, 4, 5 because it can't have red on, that's not a 3. Yes. Whew. Okay, that's a relief. This is a 3. This is definitely 4 or 5 and must be the red cell because it can't be yellow. Okay, that allows me to uncolour those, make that fully red. Might as well call it 4 or 5 as well. And now I've got all the reds apart from this X-wing. Okay, they're done. Now, this can still be 2 or the yellow 4 or 5. How annoying is that? Answer, very. That's red though, so, oh yeah, reds are done apart from this last X-wing, which I don't think I can resolve at the moment. What about yellows? Come on. We need a yellow in this column. Now, can that be yellow? Now, I think it might depend on what goes in this region. We've had 9, 4, 5 and a 3 and one of the 1s or 2s. Oh, that can't be a 1 or a 2. Oh, hang on, now I've messed up. I haven't accounted for a second 1, 2 in this region. Okay, I'm going to go all the way back to where I said this was a 4, 5K arrow. And if the deduction was all right, didn't I have a shape, a horned shape I called it, at the top, with 4 purples that had to be 1s or 2s? Before I changed the purple colouring, sorry, I think I'm all right here, but I need to wind back to before the colouring all changed, when I had greens all over the grid. Good grief, it's a long way, isn't it? Right. Now here, look, I had all those coloured purple, and that one, row 1, column 6, had to be 1 or 2, but I didn't mark it as such. So my conclusion that this was a 4, 5 pair was still fine. So all I missed was the marking. Okay, so I'm going to wind all the way forward again to where we are and mark that cell as a 1 or 2, and I think I'm okay. I just forgot to pencil mark a cell. That's very unlike me. I normally pencil mark everything that can move. So we're winding all the way forward to where I've got to. I'm going to remember to pencil mark row 1, column 6 as a 1 or 2, and I think my logic is fine. Good grief, sorry about the confusion there. That's just poor pencil marking. Nearly there now. Right, so that is a 1 or a 2. Still couldn't get untangled by the 1 and 2 markings, but in this region we've now got a 1, 2 pair, a 4, 5 pair, 9 and 3. Right, everything else is, this isn't 6 or 8, it sees a 7 down here. So this is 6, 7 or 8, including a 7. Now this can no longer be a 4. It's either a 5 with a 6, 7 there, or an 8 with a 6, 7 there. Either way round, this is a 6, 7 pair, and that becomes an 8. So it hasn't told me what this is, but we've got a 6, 7 pair. So this is not 6, but we need a 6 in the row. That's there. That is uncoloured. The 4 or 5 is yellow. We need a yellow in the central box, and now it can't be in any of those cells. So that is yellow, and therefore not 2. That is 4 or 5. And the 2 is here. And that's going to fix 1, 2, 2, 1. And that means this is not a 1 or purple. That is a 1. And in fact, I can get rid of the purplage now. There we go. So now I must have nearly all the yellows marked. This can't be yellow. The yellow in column 7 is here, and therefore this is a 5, and that is the colour, or sorry, that is the number for the colour yellow. 5s can all go in. The reds are all 4s. Let's not do the X-wing. 4s in there, and now we are suddenly nearly finished. This is not 5 or 9. This is not 5 or 8. That's a 4, 8, 9 triple. Classic chocolate teapot triple. This is 3 or 8. what a relief about the pencil marking not having been all botched. I mean, sorry, what a relief that the logic wasn't messed up. It was just that I hadn't pencil marked something. I'm sorry if you have a problem with it. I'm prepared to forgive myself for that. 7/8 pair, so that's a 3, and that's not. 1, 5, 2, 3. This is 4 or 9. I still don't know how this middle box unwinds. That's a naked 8. An I-wing 8, which is the easiest form. Right, so that deals finally with the colouring in the middle. Let's leave the reds and yellows coloured because they've been helpful. This is 9 outside the central box. Must be just finishing off now. This is 7, or that is a naked 7 to finish its region. This is 6 or 8, still not quite finished here. 6, 7s and 8s, clearly keen to be proving difficult. That's not a 7 or a 6, or a 9 in fact, that's an 8, there it is. 7, 6 in the middle, 7 here, 8 there, that's a 9, this is 6, that's 7, 5, 7, 2, that has to be 8, yes, that works. That gives us a 6, 8, 7, 6 and 7, and we finish in the corner with 6 and 8. What a clever puzzle. Deja vu. I like it. I like it. That is really well done. Very interesting stuff from Wisteria 4. And as always, thank you very much for watching on the channel. We do appreciate it. Bit of relief as well as enjoyment there. And I will add that Wisteria is one of my favourite flowers or shrubs. Thank you for calling yourself that. I like it. And we'll see you again on the channel next time. Bye for now.